Hi, friends. It's Susan Smith with Stamp Creatively. Normally on Wednesdays, we're live and Tanya's here. But Tanya has moved her oldest son to work in the Florida area. So she road tripped down there to help him get set up like all good mamas do. We're hoping she'll be back next week, but we'll see. I'm super excited. I have a project for you today that does not involve the hot foil system, even though that's been my go-to thing. I have an event here at my home Friday with my team, and I'm super excited to show them all the things that I have with the hot foil system. But what I wanted to do today was I love a lot of Christmas sets, but I'm always sad that I don't get to use them much longer than just for Christmas. So I've mixed it up. So I've got two new online exclusives. One's Christmas and one is a fall bundle that I've put together, and I'm going to show you the cute little card I made. Okay, so here we go. Simply Leaves, which has some great fall words, and I love a good leaf set, and it has a punch. So I thought that one was cute. And then because I live in the woods, the Woodland Wishes I thought was adorable. I love the critter stack. It's got good words. May your Christmas be merry and bright. Christmas cheer to for all to hear. Holiday greetings and sending love and joy at Christmas. So liked all of this. Again, liked the fall. This one says a little something to say hello. Thinking of you often. Thanks. I'm grateful for your kindness. And it's a leaf set. It doesn't have to be fall. Not all leaves are fall. I live in the woods. This would be beautiful in shades of green. But what I wanted to do, again, was combine the two. So here we go. A little something to say hello. And look, my friends are tucked underneath. So you lift the little... Oh, hi, Mary. You're going to lift the little leaves to see my friends that are tucked under there. Isn't that cute? Let me show you how I did it. It wasn't hard. They're so cute. Because if you live in the woods, you never know what's going to be hiding under a leaf. I picked my basil the other day and brought it in, and I had a snail. I didn't want that snail there. I've had a not nice time with snails here lately. Okay, so I'm going to do Tanya's technique of coloring. Oh, good. I'm glad you like it. I like the Simply Leaves too. So I have my stamp positioner. This is watercolor paper that's 3.5 by 4. I'm going to ink my basic beige on here. And I'm going to stamp it down. I can see my critters. Go hold them up here so you can see them. Do you see my critters? How light they are? They are super light. Let me see. I feel like I don't have enough light on for some unknown reason. So see my little critters? All right. So I'm going to watercolor them like this. And I'm going to use my watercolor pencils and a dead, because it has black on the end, Wink of Stella. I have this cute little jelly pot that's got some water in it. I'm going to take this is Granny Apple, and I'm just going to go around this a little bit so they're not, my friends aren't floating. And I probably won't even watercolor this. It's just a little bit of grass. That way my friends just, they're grounded a little bit. Okay, so I've added a little bit of grass. I'm going to move this closer because I think it's hard to see. Okay, that's better. So there's my little critters. And now I'm going to take my colors. Again, I've got my little bitty thing of water, my little bitty Wink of Stella. And I'm going to, for this, I'm going to, because I'm not coloring a very big area, I'm just going to color the little bird. And I'm just going to go over and watercolor my bird. Again, this is on watercolor paper. So you can see that's a pretty big bluebird without a ton of detail. And that was blue, is what it says. Go figure. Here is Cajun Craze. I'm going to do the same thing on my little hedgehog. I'm going to make him Cajun Craze. Or I guess it's a porcupine hedgehog. I don't know. Here is my pumpkin pie. Again, it's tiny little areas that I'm watercoloring until I get to the big bear. Oh, and no, I didn't really mix my colors. Just in case you're wondering. Like, my porcupine didn't have any blue. And off camera, because I wasn't thinking that you would want to see it, I just did it. I do this. Sorry. So if you see me out and about and you go, dude, she's got weird ink on her hand, that's why. Okay, so here's my basic gray, and I'm going to do it the same way. Just, again, I just want to shade my critters. I don't need them to be super colored. This is a bigger guy, so it's going to take a little bit more. I'm going to make this a little darker. That's the paw that's underneath, and I'm going to do the same thing with this one. But then I don't want the rest of it too dark, so I'm going to wet it again. And again, my favorite paintbrush is a Dead Wink of Stella. I didn't want a black bear. I'd already used the browns on the others. So that's why he's a gray bear. Okay, so now I've got him all colored in. I'm going to show you the magic. Again, not my idea. This comes directly from Tanya because she's so smart. So you can see the basic beige, and you can see how I just kind of watercolored right over the top. So now I'm going to ink it in espresso. I didn't take my image off there, didn't move it around because I knew this would line up real well. I'm going to turn it over and smash it down. You ready? Prepare to be impressed. So there's all my watercolored characters in espresso. No bleeding or anything. And they're adorable. Okay, let's finish it now. I am going to finish this by adding a little basic beige leaves. I felt like my card needed a little bit. The background was kind of plain. I debated about grabbing a stencil and putting some stenciling on there. I thought about all kinds of different things, but I settled on some basic beige leaves, just kind of scattered around the background, on the background. All right, we're going to move that out of the way. I went to close my espresso, and I have put my hand in it, of course. But because I'm a good demonstrator, there's always a water wipe. This is the Golden Glow, and I'm going to use one of these leaves. I'm going to move this back up. Now, this is a bold stamp, and so I like these better with a foam mat. And yes, it's been attacked by the cats. So here's my Golden Glow leaf. I'm going to hold it down for just a minute. Now, again, that's going to soak in. Right now it has a little bit of pattern to it. It's not going to after it soaks in. See, this leaf doesn't. You can't see any. You just have to give it a minute. And then I have my Cajun Craze leaf. It's so pretty. All right. Now I've got my punch. I love a good punch. Oh. almost flipped that over and then didn't. So let's slide this in. And punch this guy out. I'm using vanilla. I liked it better with the watercolor color of paper. Okay, so now I have some early espresso. I'm going to seal my watercolor paper right on my espresso. And again, I still have kind of floating characters. So I took a little bit of this pretty old olive scalloped ribbon. Put it up there closer to the beat. Come on. I mean, I guess I could have laid it across the front and then flipped it over the side. I think I made that harder than I should have. I'm going to tuck that back there. Move this up just a smidge. There we go. Now my characters aren't floating anymore. I want a little knot to put at the base of one of my leaves. So I'm just going to tie off a little knot. Okay, I have basic beige. There are these 3 embossing folders that you can get. They're a trio, and they're in the online exclusive. But I like them because there's a fall, a Halloween, and a Christmas. So this one is candy canes. This one is little bats and stars. And then this one is leaves. So I took the 2-tone cardstock and ran it through. I used a 6 by 1.5 because I knew I wanted it to go the full length. And then it's just easier to trim it off. Because inevitably when I try to cut this 5.5 and this 5.5, I'm off just an inch. So this was just easier for me. So I'm going to run my seal down the side here. I'm going to attach this to here. I'm not ready for fall yet. I definitely am not ready for Christmas, but I liked these little guys together. I'm going to dimensional this on. I guess probably my favorite time of year is fall. I love the fall leaves. I love everything that goes with fall. Okay. Let's put this on. What do you think, friends? Okay. Now I need to make my flaps go up. And I found that worked best with a glue dot. So I just put a glue dot on my characters, or on my leaves. Kind of covered my character. I'm entertaining myself. It's sad, but it entertains me. It's kind of like a spinner card. I thought about making the leaves spin, but then I didn't know how I would ever get them off the character. I'm going to tuck this under the ribbon for my bear. So you can see him there. A little something to say hello. Again, I love the way it watercolors. I like doing it I really like doing it that way because then I don't have to worry about the outside color bleeding. If it's humid at your house or you have any kind of issue with bleeding when you watercolor, this is a perfect way to do it. All right. What do you think, friends? I got cute people. Oh, embellishments. I wanted to use the earthy matte dots because they're perfect for this. And this, I don't know what color it says on the paper because we don't always get the colors, but these are perfect for fall. I've even got the bluebird. We'll add some blue. I mean, talk about random dots. All these colors work. Look how cute that is. All right, friends. I know that was quick and fast and all those. Oh, thanks, Mary. I'm glad you liked all of my little tips and tricks. You know, I spend a lot of time doing this, and I know some people, when you have people to your home, like when my people will come on Friday, some people will have things all written up and they'll hand it to them to read. I need to show them. So I'm probably borderline annoying, but they'll get here and I'll show them all the projects. I'll show them how I did them. I'll give them all my tips and tricks, and then I'll turn them loose and let them do it themselves because they can do it. I just hate to write it all down because I'm afraid if I write it all down, I'm going to forget to tell you something. So thanks for joining me. I hope you have a great day. If you like this, let me know. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Don't forget to follow my channel so you'll know, so I'll pop up when it's time. When I'm on, these are online exclusives again. Friday, normally Tanya's live. I don't know whether she will be or not. I don't know when she's road tripping back, but I know that I will post a picture of all the things I did. So you'll be able to see the hot foil and what we did. I'm super excited about it. They don't know to be as excited as I am because they don't know what I'm doing, but I'm stamping. I'm hot foiling on fabric, window sheet, velveteen paper, designer series paper. There's 6 projects. I can't remember the other 2. All right, friends, thanks for joining me. I'm glad you like them, and you guys have a great day, and I'll be back before you know it. Monday for sure. All right, friends, thanks. Bye.